The Goldfish Boy by Lisa Thompson. Chapter 38. Sue's Barbecue. I could hear the laughter from my bedroom. Every now and then a wisp of gray smoke wafted past my window and then dispersed into nothing. Sue's barbecue celebration. Uh, the Goldfish Boy by Lisa Thompson. Chapter 38. Sue's Barbecue. I could hear the laughter from my bedroom. Every now and then a wisp of gray smoke wafted past my window and then dispersed into nothing. Sue's barbecue celebrating Teddy's safe return was in full swing. An empty stroller sat in the shade of a tree in Hannah and Mr. Jenkins' backyard. Baby Maxwell had arrived 3 weeks early on Sunday night, weighing a healthy 7 pounds and 10 ounces. The couple were over the moon, Hannah's face now permanently fixed in a wide grin. I'd watched as she carefully wrapped her newborn son in a thin, white blanket before they headed to the party. Mr. Charles had left about 20 minutes ago, and Mom and Dad was not long after that. Of course, they tried to get me to go with them, but I'd rather skip it. All those people, all those germs. I just couldn't do it. Wednesday, August 6th, 7:02 p.m., office, sunny. Melody and her mom have just come out of their house. It looks like they are going to the party at number 5. Claudia is carrying a bottle of wine, and Melody has a tray of chocolate brownies. Melody had put her hair up, which I'd not seen her do before. She was wearing a pale yellow dress and brown sandals. She looked nice. And they walked up Jake's driveway and went around the side of the house toward the back. And then there was a screech of delight from Sue. I looked around for something else to note, but I wasn't really in the mood, so I put my book down. The door to the rectory opened, and old Nina, carrying a small bunch of flowers that she must have picked from her garden. She walked down her path, looking around nervously and patting at her hair. Stopping at her gate, she looked right up at me. I stared back. There was fear in her eyes. Then she put her elbows out at a right angle and did a funny little shimmy. What is she doing? Her face flushed pink. She was embarrassing herself, but she carried on doing her weird little jiggle. And when she stopped, she looked up at me and smiled and then walked down toward the neighbors at the party. And I got it. She was dancing. I thought everyone was going to turn around when I walked into the yard. But apart from a few raised eyebrows, no one really reacted. "Oh, Matthew, so lovely to see you." "Thank you so much for coming. Would you like a drink?" said Sue. I shook my head, my hands tucked neatly under my arms. No, thank you, I said. Mom was talking with Mr. Charles, and she looked over and grinned at me. Dad was helping Jake's older brother, Leo, with the barbecue, and he raised a hand and waved at me through the smoke. Old Nina put the flowers on the table and gave me a nod, and then she turned and headed down to the side of the house, back toward the rectory. It didn't look like she was staying. Melody appeared in front of me, bouncing on the spot. "Matthew, you came!" "Hi, Melody. Do you want something to eat? They've got some amazing burgers." She rolled her eyes when she said amazing, and I laughed. "No, I'm good, thanks." Jake came over, his face bright red as he held baby Maxwell wrapped in a white blanket. "Hannah just plonked him on me. What am I supposed to do?" He bounced the baby up and down gently. "Nothing, you're doing fine," said Melody, laughing. "But what if he wakes up?" Jake said, looking more and more panicked. "What if he starts crying?" Mr. Jenkins was standing by the fence. He had one eye fixed on his new son. I doubt that he was very happy that Jake was holding them. "It looks to me like you're doing a great job so far," I said. Jake stared down at the sleeping baby. "I don't know. His eyes keep flickering. Does that mean he's got gas? I don't like the look of it. I'm going to take him back to Hannah." Melody and I laughed as he carefully picked his way around the guest and outdoor furniture, bobbing the baby as he went. "He's all right, really, isn't he?" said Melody, wiping her mouth with a napkin. "I think he just wants some friends, don't you?" "Yeah, I think you're right," I said. "He just needs another chance." We watched as he carefully passed Maxwell back to Hannah, laughing as he got his arms in a twist. He looked back at us and smiled, shaking his head as he walked toward the barbecue to get more food. I didn't want to stay long. I just wanted to say hello to Melody and Jake and show Mom and Dad that I was trying to change. "And how about you, Matthew? How are you doing? Are you going to be all right?" I swallowed as I looked around at everyone eating and laughing together. These people were my world, my neighbors, my friends. I turned and faced Melody. I think I'm going to be fine, I said.